èyí tí mo send lẹ́yìn kíní tòkè yẹn kò fún yín access náà. mo ti lọ ní ìsìnkú ó yẹ kó connect yín báyìí because àti login wọ wọn náà wọn try àti login báwọn ò ní access wọn á ní bóyá tó láwọn ò sí bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ní so mo ti bọ̀. Èwo ni ẹ sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí ìsinsìnyí? Hello, salaam alaikum sir, akamakala. Hello, yìí tí mo ṣe send ní ìsinsìnyí mo ṣe send yóò ṣe máa wọlé sọ́dọ̀ yìí ní ìsinsìnyí. Hello, hello yẹn. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ẹ jẹ́ adákùn tó ìtọ́ náà àti gbogbo àwọn ọmọ apátápátá ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo akájọ́gbò báyìí. Àwọn afáwà ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá àsìkò wa. Ẹ jẹ́ adákùn tó ìtọ́ náà àti ṣe àná Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a concentrate so that it will be a great benefit for us in this life and the hereafter. So we have to concentrate and listen very well. Especially when somebody is reading and talking out of Quran to read, it's our responsibility to listen. Please and please.
Ṣó ti yá ṣe ìfẹ́ tí ní ọmọ tí ní bọ́ ti wọlé ṣó yá?
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله هو الأول والآخر والظاهر والباطن هو لك السماوات والأرض هو العزيز الحكيم أسجد لله دعوة الظلام والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين إمام الأنبياء سيدنا ومولانا محمد عبد الله بن عبد الله وآمينه حب الفاتي مسارا ورقايا وإبراهيم وقاسم الفاتي لما ولد ولا هاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق ولا إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله كقدره ومقداره العظيم وحاد أحد فارد صمد كفوا أحد ما مثله كفوا أحد الله جل ربنا محمد نبينا وكآبة بلاتنا وقرآن كتابنا وكلنا محمد وحاد أحد فارد صمد يا همة شيء الإسلام اجري لنا بهذا المدى فلتأتي في بنشرة تأتي لنا بالصبر كاملة طيبة إسلامية سلام الله عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the omniscient, the omnipotent, the creator of life, but not created by anybody. We thank him, we adore him, we glorify him. We seek for continuous blessing on the noble soul of our beloved Prophet in Islam, Muhammad ibn Abdullah. May Allah continue to bless his soul, that of his household, the entire congregation of Muslims in the day of resurrection. Amen. Inshallah, today we already have our scholar in our midst who is going to be giving us that lecture. A well-known individual, he has been with us for more than 5 years here in our school of law. He was well-known for those of us that do look online. We see 1 or 2, 3 of his conversation of almost every week. Inshallah ta'ala, our Sheikh is going to help us to deliberate on a topic that we have chosen, that's coming out of Quran, that we do not come to this life with anything. So meaning, if you do not come with anything, your return might be without nothing. So it's going to expatiate on this topic for each and every one of us. We are pleaded to us that we should try as much as possible to sit and calm very well. And that's why he does not have that much time because of the time that continues to go in and in. The time I was breaking our fast continue to increase. So that makes it a little bit increase for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us today. We just say Muhammad Rasulullah. We have in person Fadilat Sheikh Al-Imam Dr. Alfa Luqman Isalekoto in our midst. Ashir Ala Wasana wa Marhaba. It's a pleasure to have you here this year as we normally have you every year. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to elongate your life, give you a long life and a good health to continue the job in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have chosen for you. May Allah make it easy, may Allah make it possible for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala sayyid al-mursalin. Wa ala alihi wa sahabihi wa man taba sunnatahu ila yawm al-haq. Allahumma ighfir jami' ikhwanina alladhina sabaquna bil iman. ورحم جميع اساتذتنا ومعلمينا وأمهاتنا وأجدادنا ولكل ما له حق علينا ولمن أوصانا بالدعاء برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. All praise to Almighty Allah, the creator, sustainer of the earth and heaven. And I seek blessing, continuous maghfirah and salutation upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his entire household. And I requested Allah to send infinite mercy upon all his companions and all our scholars across the globe. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with every one of us. Accept our fasting as an act of ibadah. I'm also take this opportunity to appreciate and to really show my high level of pleasure for the honor being given to me by the noble association as Allah Masjid, United States of America, especially our Murshid, Ustaz Misbah Muhammad Raji. May Almighty Allah continue to be with you and your family, protect you and protect your deen for you, and let everybody meet in the paradise in the day of accountability. My topic is very, very unique one. And the reason why is that we must have this at the back of our mind, that we are born here with nothing. And whatever we are trying to gather here, we are going to leave this world one day without pounds, without dollar, without any good, without anything, unless our good deeds. So that we have to use this one as a watchword to prepare ourselves towards the day of Al-Qiyamah. And we need to waste much of our time on something that is not going to be useful in the Yawm al-Akhirah, or we need to concentrate our time and energy and resources on what Allah is going to ask us about, which is deen. If we look at the philosophy of this world, we realize that we waste much of our time on certain things that we don't need, because under the economics, the difference between needs and want. We need a few things, but we want many things. How can we reconcile between our needs and our wants so that we can be at least find ourselves in an optimal level? At least we concentrate, we spend time, our energy, our resources on what Allah wants us to come here and perform. Let us go to Surah Quran 57, Surah Al-Hadid, verse 20, where Allah tried to let us know the philosophy of this world and explained for us what we're supposed to do in order to gain the paradise. Ba'da auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The Almighty Allah says, "Ilamu annama al-ayatud dunya laibun wa lahwun wa zinatun wa tafakhuru bainakum wa takaththuru fil amwali wal awlad kamathali ghayzin a'jaba al-kuffara nabatuhu thumma yahiju fatara'u musfarran thumma yakunu utaman wa fil akhirati asabun sadidun wa maghfiratun min Allah wa ridwan wa mal ayatud dunya illa mata'ul ghurur." سابقوا إلى مغفرة من ربكم وجنات أرضها كأرض السماء والأرض وعدت للذين آمنوا بالله ورسله ذلك فضل الله يؤتي من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. صدق الله العظيم. The Almighty Allah said, "No, you all that the life of this world is but play and amusement." Look at the example, how Allah described the whatever we are chasing in this world. That is, the life in this world is nothing but play and amusement. Pomp and mutual boasting, multiplying in rivalry among ourselves. The second phase that as wazina, that is, we believe in soul cakes, the kind of the let's say zina, anything that we can use to display the beauty, like chain, necklace, bangles, ring, good cap, good shoe, that people will recognize us that, oh, fantastic. He is using the quality material, very expensive thing. He is as an expensive man. He is an expensive madam. He has all what it takes to meet with those people in the top there. Mutual boasting, multiplying in rivalry among yourselves. وَتَفَاخُرُ بَيْنَكُمْ وَتَكَاثُرُ فِي الْأَمْوَالِ وَأَوْلَادِ. We want to return this world to a competition. We want people to know that we have arrived. If I get 2023 cars, I'm struggling to get 2024 cars, fleet of cars in my garage. I want to get the latest loot, the most expensive designer, so that people will realize that I'm arrived. After that, we used to do a kind of competition with children. Which school your children is going? I have doctor, I have lawyer. Some of my children, they are in America, in London, in Paris. We're proud of children among ourselves. The Almighty Allah now combine all these things together. And I'll use one example that is going to be more clear to every one of us. He said that the example of the rivalry, competition, multiplying, boasting with the materials in this world, just like a rain. When it's time rainy season, all the farmers, they have put all their effort to cultivate the land, to plant the seed. And when it's rain, and the growth which is bring forth the light, the art of the farmers, that yes, see, my farm is, this is the art working. See, everything's going according to my plan. It's germinating. The Allah says that whatever you are proud of today, just like a farmer who is happy with the situation of his farm, because everything work according to his plan. But when it gets to a stage, the greenish, the farm that is proud of during the dry season, after the rainy season, once they get to the dry season, the same plant that is very green and flourish will be becoming yellow, it's becoming dry, and crumbles away. Whatever we gather this world, whether it's in time of wet, whether in times of children, whether in time of influence among the society, the title holders, you're a professor, you are mayor, whatever, chieftain, about Bajiroro, you get a stage that if you don't leave this thing, those material can leave you. It depends how Allah wants it to be. Sometimes people leave these for others to enjoy. Sometimes Allah will just take it away from you again. We now start all over again. Allah said that just like a farmer, that he believed that the farm, whatever the situation in the farm, is his hard work. It is his hard work. But he forget to realize that Allah is the supplier of the water, supplier of the land, supplier of the, is the command of Allah. But he's proud. When it gets to dry season, Allah withdraw all those support and the farm become dry off and they crumble away. But the year after, there's going to be a consequence. When you have these resources, do you take time to give Allah what is due? Do you pay your zakat? Do you give the sadaqah for the poor people? Do you assist the needy? Do you support the widow around you? Do you support the orphans? How do you distribute these resources? How do you support others to live a better life? How do you make others, what is your impact? Because Allah is a trial. When Allah give you these resources in abundance, He just want to look at you. How do you going to manage it? Are you going to full of arrogancy? Are you going to be full of see yourself as a person that is, you deserve it. You don't see Allah just want me. Just use this thing to test me. Am I going to pass this examination? And the only way you can pass it is to give to the people around you. Try to let them feel that when I have these resources, Allah, I support people. I make life better for the people around me. After this, Allah now said, but in the hereafter is a penalty severe for the devotees of wrong, and forgiveness from Allah is for those believe in Allah. And it's good pleasure for devotee of Allah. What is this life of this world but goods and chatters of deception? The Allah complete the verses that وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. That is, whatever we see in this world is not real. It's just like you are dreaming. Once you wake up, you realize that all these children, materials, is just like a dream, chatters of deception. You are deceiving yourself, because most important thing is that Allah will know there's nothing you can, your resources, nothing can do for you before Allah. Only if you make use of it to do good deeds, that is where Allah will recognize you. Brother and sister in Islam, we came to this world empty-handed, naked, nothing. And that is why I say, Hulidali insano oriyanan. We born naked, nothing in our palm. And that day we are crying, and people around us, they are laughing, they are happy for our arrival. The poet now says that فَجْعَدْ لِنَفْسِكَ أَن تَكُونَ يَوْمَ وَفَاتِكَ أَنْتَ ضَائِكًا. Struggle for yourself. Strive for the cause of Allah. That the day of your demise, when you are getting back to the Allah, ensure that you are laughing, and people around you, they are crying. because of your impact in their life. If people are laughing when you arrive to this world, and you are going back to the hereafter, to the heaven, people are still laughing, that means you don't make an impact in their life. One of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam telling us that ad-dunya sijinu lil mu'min wa jannatu lil kafir. This as this. Sometimes some people misinterpret it. Wrong interpretation being given by some people say that ad-dunya sijinu, that is, this world is a prison for believers. Wa jannatu lil kafir, and is a paradise for non-believer. And this interpretation is that we as a believer, we are not here to enjoy ourselves. We're not here to have a good life. No, that is not what Prophet is trying to telling us. Whatever we have in this world, we live a prisoner life. Why? Because prisoner is going to be restricted. What to do, where to go, how to do it. Someone is there to dictate for them. And the reason why that we as a Muslim, we cannot gain all our freedom because we are there to regulate by the word of Allah, by explanation of Prophet Muhammad. We are fasting. That means we have sacrificed our freedom because there's another place that we are going, that we're going to enjoy, which is more better than here. And that is why Prophet said that here we live some life like a prisoner because our life is being regulated by Kitab and Hadith. And if you can allow that, we are going to go to the heaven, that everything is going to be free. Fi jannatil hadni, kullu ma tasta'i, whatever we aspire, whatever we want, whatever we desire, we will get there in abundance. That is why wajannatu lil kafirin. But for the non-believer, whatever they may face in challenge, whatever they may face in time of calamity, whatever they may face in time of distress, here in here, just like they are paradise, compared to what they are going to face in time of punishment in the hereafter. That is what the Prophet tried to say, that whatever non-believer is facing here is just a primary. It's going to what is going to face in the Al-Akhirah is going to be more severe than what is facing here. Brother and sister in Islam, Imam Alili Rahimahullah said in one of his maqama, said, Tabba li talibi dunya. Say, wow, Tabba li talibi dunya. The pity for someone that is struggling, chasing this world, looking for, I want to make it at any cost. I don't want to care whether it's lawful or not lawful. I must make money. Sana ilay and Sibaba. He said that whenever he saw any opportunity, he will chase it, run after it like a madman. Ma yastafiqu garama. He failed to realize because of this zealous, this over-ambitious of this world. He failed to even he cannot wake up. He is not conscious of Allah. He behave abnormally. He transgress. He's overreact. Whenever he has any deal with anybody, he just want to win by homies. He just want to take over everything. He wants everything to come to his side. He said that if a young man can learn, if he can a little bit exercise the patience and think, ponder about this word, he will be satisfied with a little that he can gather. If he can amass eat a good food, have a good house, take care of your family with a little, with halal, you're going to be happy. Rather than change what is, if you gather it, you will not be able to spend it. And if you cannot spend it, you will account for it in the day of Al-Qiyamah, and it's going to be useful for another person. What the essence? Dr. Muhammad Ratib that Lisi said is one of his books, that is that Kafal Mariu. He said that the most useless human being in this world is the person that the heirs, those inheritors, those who inherit his money, they use the money to secure the paradise. And the owner of the money cannot get the paradise. See how stupid that fellow is. When you gather the money, you amass the wealth, you accumulate the wealth, and you cannot use it to purchase Al-Jannah. Maybe you keep it in saving, maybe you fix it because you are looking for, you believe that you are going to have more time to use in this world. But very unfortunate, the destiny is opposite of your thoughts. At the end of the day, you leave this world with a fat balance in your account. Your children, your relative, they now spend that money in the wise manner. They spend that money to the cause of Allah. You as the owner of that money, you refuse to spend it for the cause of Allah. If those who inherited your money now get to paradise, and you as the owner of that money, you cannot get to paradise, can you imagine the level of the failure? My brother and sister in Islam, let us believe that we need to use our time, our resources, our energy, our experience, our knowledge, our fame, our popularity, whatever we have, let us use it to seek for al-akhirah. That's what Al-Quran says, وَابْتَغِي فِيمَا أَتَاكَ اللَّهُ دَارَ الْآخِرَةِ. We came to this world with nothing, and we're going to leave this world with nothing, unless kafan. They'll just use a white garment to cover up it when they are taking us to cemetery out of what we have. That is why we need to look at ourselves, that when I'm down, what is going to be my gain? I struggle to get this word material with the pain. Am I going to gain anything from it? Let us spend it for the cause of Allah. Let us use it to secure al-akhirah, so that when we get to al-akhirah, we will be happy. الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي الضَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. That is what Quran says, that الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي الضَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ. So those who are spending their money in the time when they are happy, they spend. وَالضَّرَّاءِ, and when they are not happy, when there's a difficulties, when there's hardship, when the economy is not smiling with them, they don't care. A little they can gather, they still give Allah what is due for Allah. وَالْقَادِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ, they have the control over their mind. Whenever they are not happy, they're angry with someone, once you say forgive him for the sake of Allah, they will get calm and they will swallow their pride. Well, and now they are ready to pardon people, they are ready to forgive people. Wallahu yuhibbul muhsinin. The Almighty Allah love who always do good. My brother and sister in Islam, Islam is the religion that provides all what we need about Al-Akhirah. Number one, we need to believe in Allah, believe in His name, believe in His attributes, believe in His works. Number two, let's believe in Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we believe in the day of Al-Akhirah, that one day we are going to stand before Almighty Allah, and we're going to account for all our deeds. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, La yanzuru ila suwarikum. The Almighty Allah does not care about your physique appearance. You are handsome, you spend 1 hour on mirror, you are so beautiful, so gorgeous. All these things, Allah doesn't count it so important. In Allah la yanzuru ila suwarikum, walakin yanzuru ila qulubikum. But Allah concentrates much on our mindset. On our mind, what is there? Is it clean? Is it full of hatred, full of backbiting, full of gossiping? All those attributes that will prevent us to gain access to Al-Jannah. وَلَكِنْ يَنْظُرُ إِلَىٰ قُلُوبِكُمْ. Allah focus on our mind. That is a place that Allah wants to look at, and we need to ensure that we clean it up. The only way we can clean it up with ibadah. As we are fasting, we clean it up with spiritual exercise. Kelmatul la ilaha illallah askar. We we ensure that we are familiar. We take more time to do askar. When we have a free time, instead of using our free time for non-profitable ventures, let's invest it for a spiritual journey, so that in the day of Al-Akhirah, we can have much to bank on. Brothers and sisters, there was a question Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the companion one day. Say, let me tell you, do you know anybody that is distressed? You know, when you are when you say bankruptcy, when you are insolvent, when you get, initially you have investment, you are very rich, but due to the debt, you not be able to make it anymore. When your company is liquidated because of bankruptcy, the Prophet now asks them, do you know someone that is being so, the level of debt cannot allow him to operate Yawm al-Qiyamah. He said, who is that person? He said, that value is an abd yati Yawm al-Qiyamah. The hasanat, the person who came to the Al-Akhirah with a lot of goods. Walakin, when we are about to accept all his good, they realize that Sata Mahada, he has abused one person, Waqasafa, he lied upon someone. The Allah now used these good deeds to pay back all these people. The people that he abused, they will take his salat to pay that person back. The person that is lying against, they will take from his zakat to pay back. And all this stuff, people now pick all his goods until all the goods finished. And the saints still remain. The Allah now call other people that, you see, there's no good deeds to pay you back. Do you have any sin that we can transfer to him? And people now come with their own sin in order to repay him back. They'll transfer the sin of others to his load. Summa to the artifinar. Later, they will throw him to the hellfire. Brother and sister, let us be conscious of our utterances. Let us mind whatever is come out from our mouths. Let us be friendly. Let us follow the Islamic teachings. Let us believe that one day we will stand before Allah. Whatever we are looking for in this world is not going to follow us to the hereafter. يَوْمَ لَا يَجْزِي وَالِدٌ عَنْ وَلَدٍ وَلَا مَوْلُودٍ. The day that we cannot compensate father with his deed of his children. We cannot compensate children with deed of his parents. Everybody is going to be on his own. According when we are university, they call it on your lower, on your own. Nobody. That is why sometimes when you look some people, they take this al-Qiyamah as if something that when you get there, you arrange as if you are going to police station in Africa, in Nigeria. That whenever you are going there, you'll be happy. They don't mind them. We will settle them. In Al-Akhirah, there's nothing like a settlement. There's nothing. Illa man ata Allah bi qalbin salim. It's the only person that's going to enjoy Al-Akhirah who are those people that got there with a pure mind. That is qalbu salim min al-amrat. That is their mind is being settled from any form of disease. Brother and sister in Islam, we have different type of heart disease. Let us work on it because it's going to be an obstacle in the day of Al-Qiyamah. Finally, there was a prophet called Nabiullah Sulaiman, very rich, and he is a king. He was a king then. But Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam passed nearby a farmer one day with his flying carpet. And this farmer so amazed until he uttered a statement that Allah, you bestowed the beauty of this world upon Sulaiman. He's enjoying everything that nobody in this world ever have that kind of opportunity. Wow. If I can get 1 out of 100 of this enjoyment, I will be happy. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam now command the ear that drop me beside this farmer. I have to talk to him. The farmer, the Prophet Sulaiman said that farmer, whatever I'm enjoying this world is Allah's gift. But you can do something that is going to better off. That you can do it is better than whatever I'm enjoying now. The farmer asked Prophet Ali Sulaiman, what? Said that a word of praising of Allah and appreciate his bounty upon you is better than whatever Sulaiman ibn Dawood is enjoying. He said that just say Subhanallah wa bihamdihi Subhanallah al-Azim. He said that 3 words, that sentence is more than whatever Sulaiman is enjoying. My brother and sister in Islam, let us try as much as possible to ensure that we divide our time. Let us give Allah what Allah deserves. Let us worship Him at when due. Let us do what Allah expected us to do. For example, we just have to do 2 things. If you want to get back to the Al-Akhirah, and if you want to have access to paradise, it's about 2 words. And I will stop in that 2 words. Number 1, intisalu bil khaliq. How are we going to connect with our creators? Allah has give us that root in the Quran. Intisalu bil alik. How can we connect back with Allah? Through our salat, through our fasting, through our hajj. All those spiritual exercise is just a route to connect back to Allah. But this is just 50%. And this 50% is not guaranteed that we're going to get to the paradise unless we complete the second phase, which is ihsanun ila al-makhluk. Ihsanun ila al-makhluk. Be good to the rest of the creatures. Not human being alone. It can be animal, but be good to all Allah creatures. Especially start from your wife, start from your husband, start from your children, your housemate, whatever you can do to make life better for them is part of the what Allah wants us to come to this world to do. That factor is very important. And let's ring bell in our mind. That is, I want to connect back with my Creator, and I want to have impact in the mind of the creatures. If you can do that, that is why Allah said, wa akimu salata wa atu zakat. Look at that too. Akimu salat is for Allah. Wa atu zakat is for Allah creatures. Give them zakat. Help them. Let them live the good life. Because Allah has endowed you. Allah has bestowed upon you His blessing. Share that blessing across the board. And we need to stay away from these other two qualities. Iradu anil khalq. We should not deviate from Allah. We should not turn back to Allah. Whenever we turn back to Allah, we have disconnected ourselves from source. We disconnect ourselves from Allah. Don't turn back to Almighty Allah. Whenever we want to take any decision, we're supposed to think that what is Allah's view, what is Allah's position on this matter. When Allah made his position known as a good Muslim, ma kana lil mu'minin wala mu'mina iza qada Allahu wa rasuluhu amra an yakuna lahum khiyara. That is, it is not proper. It doesn't sound like someone that it doesn't make sense for a good Muslim brothers and sisters, and yakuna lahum khiyara. Iza qada Allahu wa rasuluhu amra. When Allah has make a case clear that this is what I want, and when Prophet Muhammad has explained that this is position of Allah and this is my position, and yakuna lahum khiyara, and such Muslim brothers and sisters now have their own alternative choice that no, I don't want to do this. It is archaic. It is uncivilized. I can't go back to that kind of world. No. Ma kana lahu khiyara min amrillah. No. You are not qualified to call a Muslim. One Muslim, as a Muslim, once you hear, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, you need to listen attentively. That is, Allah want to add some task. Allah want to ask you to do some certain thing, which is going to be a way to the paradise. And He want to warn you against any attitude that can deny you the entrance to the paradise. Aliyuma Nabi, lọ́kùnrin àti lóbìnrin, níparí, ó ní pé ìjọ tá ń bọ̀ láyé àmú kankan wá o. Gòlòtò la wá o. Ìjọ tá a sì padà bá ti wò ó máa dìtò àwọn tó fẹ́ lò ó níjà mú lọ. Wọ́n iná dọ́là lálùkì àmọ́. kò ní jẹ́ kó fi dọ́là sí ọ kọ́dà àwọn tí wọ́n fi sin náà ìran ni wọ́n tó bá di lóru àwọn tó nídìí rẹ̀ ó lọ wú aṣọ rẹ̀ tó dáa ju òṣè wà lálùkìámọ̀ o ẹni tó kù láyé ó láìkì rẹ̀ kódà bàtà rẹ̀ tó dá òwúlò lọ́rùn aṣọ funfun tí wọ́n fi wí ọ àti gbogbo ẹ̀ òun gangan ní júwe pé ò rí nǹkan kan mú lọ níjọ́ tó bá wá kú tán bílẹ̀ ọ̀hún ti tóbi tó tí àṣẹ náà gbá rẹ̀ tó tí ọgbà náà fẹ̀ wọ́n wá yọ ẹsẹ̀ bàtà 6 fún wọn wọ́n á wá lọ sí ìgbà míì wọ́n á sí sẹ́nu ọ̀nà níbi tí ọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ òjò ti máa rọ̀ sí ọ lórí ìgbà míì wọ́n á tiẹ̀ sọ pé kó lè rí ilé ọ̀hún tà ẹ má jẹ́ ká sin bàbá onílé ìsí ilé ẹja gbé lọ tẹ́ torí báwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ bá nídìí owó kó lè rí ilé tà kó kùrì ó má bàa dẹ́rù bà wọ́n tó bá wá tà tán àbí wọ́n ṣe ọ́ síta náà ni wọ́n wà ti géètì lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ tó kún wa ní sí òsẹ́nì kankan nù lé mọ́ sí òsẹ́nì kan ń ta àwọn ọmọ ní kò sẹ́nì kankan ti géètì ẹni tó nílé sì ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ń tàbí tí wọ́n sin mọ́ yìí tí ò rí ẹ̀gbẹ́ yí padà àwọn wọ̀nyí méjì làwọn tí jogún àwọn míì àfogún béèrè àlìjánà fẹ́ ni ó ní àwọn míì ò tiẹ̀ ní fogún béèrè àlìjánà níjọ́ tí ẹlòmíì bá kú ogún tó bá pín fọ́mọ rẹ̀ àwọn yòókù rẹ̀ á ní bàbá yẹn ti kú kójà wò lọ sẹlẹbírẹ́tì sọmọ rẹ̀ tó lọ jòkó ní kílọ̀bù lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ wọ́n pín gùn rẹ̀ fún tó wá pa kílọ̀bù rẹ̀ bó tiẹ̀ wù aná tẹ́lẹ̀ èyí tó fowó rẹ̀ rà fún ọ ṣé wọn ò ní jíṣẹ́ ló fi dáa ká mọ̀ pé kínní yìí àìní lọ́wọ́ yìí pé kéríyàn ó burú torí pé tí wọ́n ní àwa ṣe kọ́hún wa ma khalaqtul jinna wal insa illa liya'budun ọlọ́run ní èyí tó jẹ́ primary ni pé kẹwàá sìn mí ló fi jẹ́ pé mo parí ẹ̀ pé intisalu bil khaliq káwo lójoojúmọ́ ṣé okùn tó sọ àwa pẹ̀lú ọlọ́run pọ̀ sí ò máa tú wa ihsanu ila al makhluq ṣé dáadáa wá ń dọ́dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tá a bá tiẹ̀ pẹ̀yìn dà torí pé ọlọ́run lè lo ẹyọ kan fọ́kan o àmẹ́yìí tó máa ń sábà ń lò ní tàwọn ẹ̀dá níjọ́ tí ọlọ́run bá ní kó kú táwọn èèyàn rẹ̀ bá sọ pé lágbájá ẹni rẹ̀ ni ọlọ́run ní mo foríjì torí àwọn ẹ̀dá mi tí wọ́n pè lẹ́ni rẹ̀ tí mi ò fẹ́ disappoint wọn wọ́n gbé òkú kan kọjá níbi tá ànábì jókòó àwọn sàábì ànábì sọ pé alimosteri wọ́n ní the departed soul is going there to go and rest in the paradise wọ́n tún gbé nìkan kọjá àwọn àsàábé ní almustari lahu ìpè eléyìí tó lọ yóò the environment the people the neighbor they will be at rest gbogbo ara lé ní òsìmí pé lérí ibú yìí lọ Ànábì ní wájàbátì wàkílẹ̀ ya Rasulullah ma wájàbátì and the companions asked Prophet what is compulsory about this. He said that wa antum suwada'u llahi fil ard èyí tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé ọmọ àjánà ni àjánà dọ̀rọ̀ yẹn èyí tẹ́ ẹ sì pè lọ́mọ náà dọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gbogbo wa àfáwà kan ní sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní gbogbo àwa tá a wálé ayé àyà ghafila bil maut bil qurbi yatirahu ó nítorí pé òun mú nǹkan kan wálé ayé ó délé ayé ó ti gbàgbé kó kújọ́ kan bil qurbi yatirahu ogigi unexpectedly ni kó wá àmà kamaraha fil marabi kayamrahu maybe because of what you eat, how to build new house in Africa, in America, you want to pay your mortgage. Otiwa taking much of your time and energy. Fi marabika ajaddaka lam ta'mal bima kunta takrahu. He said, I swear with your father, you are not work with what you have been taught. You learn a lot from Quran. You learn a lot from Hadith. But you refuse to put it to practice. You don't practice what you preach. Lam ta'amal bima kunta takrahu. Ajaddaka lam ta'amal bima kunta takrahu. Ajaddat bika al-ayamu وَالنَّفْسُ تَعْرَوْ. Every day, once you wake up, your mind is telling you nonsense because you as if you are going to be here forever. Nobody's going to be here forever. One day, you leave this world, you be moved to your grave. And from the grave, you feel it. You know that this world is not worth it. Tell about Ikuta, Alwalu Yoma fil Qabr. Ọjọ́ àkọ́kọ́ lọ́jọ́ sáré. Ànábì ní máa lákìá fi yusra. Ẹni ó bá pàdé dẹ̀kọ́ ń bẹ̀, wà máa bá dàwú àìsàrù. Gbogbo yòókù ó máa rọrùn ni wà máa lákìá fi sidda. The first day in the grave, when you are not, you meet the what is not comfortable. The first day is not comfortable for you in the grave. Wama ba'da washaddu. The rest will be more disastrous. The rest will be more dangerous. That's why we want to work. Ittaqu yawman turja'una fihi ila Allah. Say, fear one day, that every one of you will return back to Almighty Allah. If that day is going to be a good day, the rest of the day is going to be good for you. Alumana Muhammad, lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ jẹ́ kó yé wa pé kò sí ń tá a mú owó wálé ayé, kò sí ń tá a mú lọ. Ẹni tó gbọ́n jù láyé lẹni tó invest sí àlàáhírà. Lóòótọ́ a máa ń fẹnu sọ ní Yorùbá pé ẹrú Ọlọ́run ni wá. Ẹrú ò ní nǹkan kan, ọ̀gá rẹ̀ ló ní. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa ń bọ̀ ọ̀gá tiwa ṣagídí. Ẹ̀kejì, a máa ń sọ lẹ́nu pé ayé lọ́jà, ọ̀run nílé. Dìndìnrín èèyàn ló kówó rẹ̀ pamọ́ sọ́jà. Gbogbo ẹni ó bá pawó náà ilé ní ó fowó lọ. Tá a bá ti wá kówó wa ká ránṣẹ́ sálìkì àmọ́, ṣe rí kí àgọ́ pa wá. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta, ó ní pé bá a ti wò pẹ́ láyé tó, á lọ́run jọ́ kan. Ǹjẹ́ kí ni iṣẹ́ tá a ṣe kalẹ̀ níjọ́ tá a bá fẹ́ lọ́run? Aqulu qawli hadha astaghfirullah li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Adúpẹ́ fún àwọn àfáwà tí wọ́n fún wa ní oúnjẹ ẹ̀mí. Abẹ́ Ọlọ́run kọ́lá Mọ̀lánà Muhammad Rasulullah kó mọ́ ṣe eléyìí ní àsọmọ fún yín, kó mọ́ ṣe lágbọmọ fún àwa náà. Nítòótọ́ ni kò sí ààyè, àmọ́ ìdáhùn àbí ìbéèrè ẹyọ kan péré sí méjì péré náà ni a béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín kí nítorí ìgbé wọn ní kò kéèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ kò dàbí kí ó jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn béèrè kó dàbí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ dàbí àsọlẹ̀ lásán kó má bí àsọdànù lásán. Abẹ́lọ́pọ̀ Mọ̀lánà Muhammad Rasulullah ìbéèrè ẹyọ kan àbí méjì yìí náà torí àsìkò ni àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ béèrè púpọ̀ lásàrè ṣe ní kíákíá kọ́mọ́ gbogbo bísímìlà. Ṣé ní ìdìbò ìgbòho nǹkan ní Yorùbá máa lè gbọ́ torí ẹ bá fún olùkókó.
Assalamu alaikum àfà.
Wa alaikum salam ẹ máa bí ṣe.
Okay, ẹ jọ sáà kọ́ tí ọ̀fẹ́ bèrè ọ̀pọ̀. Wọ́n ní tí Ọlọ́run bá jẹ́ kí a wọ àlùjọ náà. Ọlọ́run sọ nínú Kùránì wípé kò ní káwa lẹ́nu jẹ́ mọ́. Tí a bá wá wo ṣé a máa rí àwọn immediate family wa, àbáwọn grandma wa, àbí bàbá wa, àbí àwa ọmọ. Tí àbá wá ní rí wọn, tó yẹ pé àárí wọn bẹ̀, ṣé inú wa wá dùn ní tí wọ́n dẹ̀ la máa wà àlùjọ náà? Àmọ́ ìyẹn ló jẹ́ kí n lè kí máa bèrè pé ṣé a máa ní family a máa wà united àbí àníná tí gbogbo family àgbáyé àjọ wà pẹ̀lú mọ́ níjọ́ àgbéyé.
Assalamu alaikum akamakallah.
Ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́lòmí náà fi tiẹ̀ sí. Kí wọ́n dá.
Yes, any other question so that can answer gbogbo ẹ̀ papọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà torí ọjọ́ ti lọ. Wọ́n wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Mi ò rẹ́ ní mẹ́sẹ̀jì o. Wọ́n ní where Akhira you mentioned couple of times. Ìbéèrè ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni pé wọ́n ní kí ni mí ni àlàáhírà ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ pé àlàáhírà ẹni tí ò bá gbọ́ lárúbáwá nǹkan
Hereafter. Hereafter.
Only you come about the beginning, ahira ni the hereafter. Nígbà ni pé níbi tí a lọ nígbà tá a bá kó nígbà yìí ní kó bá ti di pé a bọ́ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀rọ. Now, ìbéèrè táwọn màmá alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ó dà pé ẹ ti gbọ́ yìí.
Ìbéèrè màmá wa alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ni pé àwa pẹ̀lú àwọn fámìlì wa tó bá jẹ́ nire.
Ẹ bá mi increase ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Àwa pẹ̀lú àwọn fámìlì wa tí wọ́n bá jẹ́ nire. Tá a bá lọ wo Quran Suratul Ra'd. Suratul Ra'd ní verse 23.
Ẹ tó bá tán kí ní ẹ̀kọ́ jọ kó bá a pa.
Ṣé wọ́n ti bá wa pa ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn? Quran 13 verse 23. Ó ní jannatu adini. Ó ní àlìjánà tó ń wí yo. Yadkhulunaha. Ó ní àwọn tí wọ́n jọ wọbẹ̀ papọ̀ nítorí Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pé family bond ìdùnnú ni ó máa jẹ́. Ó ní yadkhulunaha. Ó láwọn tí wọ́n wọbẹ̀ wa man salaha min abaihim. Àwọn bàbá tó bá jẹ́ bàbá rí ṣe ń gbọ́ wá síwájìhìm àtàwọn ìyàwó tó jẹ́ ìyàwó rí àtọkọ tó jọkọ rí wá zuriyatihim àtàwọn grandchildren tí wọ́n wal malaika àtàwọn malaika tó mọ̀ sáfù wọn yadkhuluna alayhim min kulli bab tí wọ́n máa wá wọlé lẹ́fídọ̀. Ìtí Kúránì sọ fún wa bí ni pé ó mọ̀ pé ìdùnnú ni fún ẹbí. Gbogbo àwa tá a jẹ́ family tá a jẹ́ bí kan náà tá a wá sí lọ́hùn neighbor lájẹ́ Ọlọ́run fi wá sínú apartment tó yẹ ké bàbá ìyá bàbá ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyàwó àjọ máa ríra wa ni. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ nù. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì nínú family wa ẹni tíṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bá weak díẹ̀ bọ̀ kò wíìkì débi kó wà nù iná gbére tó bá wà nù náà. Tí ó bá jẹ́ pé ńgbà tí ẹrú Ọlọ́run tọ́lọ́run bá fẹ́ là ẹni tó wà lájẹ́nà náà lọ́lọ́run ó sọ sí lọ́kàn tí ó rántí rẹ̀ pé mi ò mọ̀ tí ẹ̀ rí lágbájá ìmọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ ni ìmọ̀ ẹbí rẹ̀ ni tó bá fi lè wá sí lọ́kàn Ànábì nítorí pọ́lọ́hùn ní bara alájẹ́nà nú jẹ́. Ọlọ́run wà ní tó mú sọ lọ́kàn rẹ̀ ẹ lọ bá ń wó tàn wá níbi tó wà nù náà. Wọ́n wà lọ gbé wá bíi pé èèyàn wà lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n. Àwọn yòókù rẹ̀ tájọ wà nù náà máa gbà ẹjọ́ kí ló dé tí a mú lágbájá. Wọ́n á ní ẹnìkan náà àjẹ́nà ló rántí rẹ̀ tó jẹ́ fámìlì ẹ̀. Inú rí òsì dùn torí pé ó ń bẹnu náà. Ọlọ́run ṣàdéhùn pé inú ọmọ àjẹ́nà ò ní bàjẹ́. Torí ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi ní ká wá mú wa. Ó lè jọ̀rẹ́ ó lè jálábàárì lè yún rántí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn tọ́lọ́run bá fẹ́ là náà lọ́lọ́run ó pé kí ọkàn yóò lọ bẹ̀. Táwọn màláíkà bá ti wá mú àwọn yẹn kú tí wọ́n lọ wẹ̀ wọ́n nínú àbàtà Kàùsárà wọ́n lè yà mú wá Jánnà. Àwọn yòókù tí ẹnìkan kò rántí wọn Kùránì ní àwọn ni wọ́n máa sọ pé ma lana min shafi'in. Àwọn ò tí ẹ̀rẹ́ nìkan kan sì pẹ́ tiwa àti ẹ̀rẹ́ nìkan rántí wa. Wala sadiqun amin kò tí ẹ̀ sọ́rí ayò kan tó wá rántí ibi tá a wà ipa ìbẹ́nu náà. Ó mì pé bá a ṣe ń gádà yìí náà kéèyàn wá ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ kéèyàn wá lábàárìn rìn ìmọ̀ tún láyàn nínú nǹkan tí ó sì pẹ̀dá níjọba kíámà ni. Ó yé màmá wa ibi tí Ọlọ́run ní kó yé mi dèrè Ọlọ́run kó fi yé gbogbo wa jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Ajay, mute, please. Ajay, mute.
Abi Ọlọ́run kó wọlé Mawlana Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. àwọn afọ́wà tí wọ́n fún wa ní oúnjẹ ẹ̀mí nì kí ọlọ́run má ṣe ní àṣemọ́ àbárúkà la ilaha illallah kó gbà lérò kó jẹ́ ìgbàlejò dáadáa fún yín láyé nínú sàárè àti lọ́jọ́ gbèdé àlìkíyámà bá ti tọrọ fún yín ọlọ́run ṣàṣe bẹ̀ fún oníkálukú àwa náà àwọn bàbá tó bí yín wọ́n ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run lórí tọ́lọ́run fún yín látara bímọ àbí ọlọ́run gbogbo tó jáde lára yín ọlọ́run ṣàjẹ́ yín náà rọ́pẹ́ dá lórí wọn àbárúkà la ilaha illallah gbogbo bí tẹ́yìn dé láyé tọ́lọ́ ti ní kẹ́ẹ̀ fi ìsìláàmù rinlẹ̀ dé jẹ́ káwọn tún lè lọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ọ̀làdá ilaha illallah wọ́n ti súnmọ́ ṣe ọwọ́ lọ́mọ tí í sọ̀rọ̀ ayé máa béèrè pé ọmọ lágbájá kọ́ nìyí lọ́mọ jẹ́rú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí wọn àwọn abẹ́ ọlọ́run iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tẹ́ gbé dání náà ẹ̀mí kíkún àtàláfíà tẹ́lá fi ṣe kálẹ̀ lọ́mọ ṣàbá yọ̀ǹda rẹ̀ fún yín ọ̀làdá ilaha illallah la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-azim ọlọ́run wọlá àwọn tọ́kọ̀ yín kéwù ìlànà ṣe adam abdullahi alori àti gbogbo àwọn ẹni ọlọ́run bàbá wa bíbélà òde ìrọ̀lọ́kàsì òní àti gbogbo ohun wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́run wọlá àrùn ọlọ́mọṣàbà wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yìn náà èmi kíkọ́ àlàáfíà ọlọ́mọṣàbà ṣe fún la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-azim bismillahina atina bismillahir rahmanir rahim inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar jazakumullahu khairan fid dunya wal akhirah adúpẹ́ púpọ̀ ọlọ́mọṣàbà adúpẹ́ fún yín assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah ta'ala, as I've said yesterday, today Salat al-Isha and Tarawih is going to be very, very short. So we are doing what? We are advising each and every one of us to be patient, to take part in today's Tarawih. Please don't just observe 5 and run away. Please, it's okay. The surah will be very, very short. We have the last half of the last juice is going to be recited, and you can know. I can guarantee you that should not take us up to 30 or 40 minutes. So please, we should endeavor to be there. For those of us who come to today's celebrant, please make sure you donate to the masjid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your prayer. May Allah be with each and every one of us. وسبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أقيموا الصلاة. Let's go downstairs. Huh? No. People are already downstairs. They are about to call. Yes. Hey, alájà gbogbo yín ẹ kó owó sínú kíní. Ẹ wò. Ali house. Inshallah, next weekend I will have the opportunity to do the prayer. May Allah accept you for each and every one of you. Bismillah, let's go down here and start Salat al-Isha. It's time for prayer. Bismillah.
Yeah,